for just a little bit here. I can get this stupid thing set up. I just wanted to go live for a little bit. I just got back home. I left Wednesday morning, and John from HSFL Paranormal and myself, we went out into the desert, ground zero, where all the earthquakes have been happening. We did some investigations. We talked to people. Fallen Angel, welcome. We got two people, 3 people, 2 thumbs up. Okay, guys, let's rock it. Get this here. Chat, okay. Rebecca C, welcome. Linda Lee, welcome. And I want to give a kudos to Herman the Great. I actually got to meet him, and he stood up to the challenge. He challenged himself. The sisters would try to get where I can read this a little easier. Move over here. Shade. Christine, welcome. Yeah, I'm going to move over here for a little bit. I'm going to keep it short. I got a lot of work ahead of me. And I mean a lot of work. Yeah, I mean, that really surprised me because I've talked to Herman a few times in his live streams. And I'm like, hey, Herman, let's go to a haunted cemetery. And he's like, no. Yeah, he challenged himself. He stood up to it, man. Kudos, Herman. You're awesome. You are awesome, dude. We went to not only the most haunted hotel in Bakersfield, but the most haunted room in that hotel in Bakersfield. Why am I blocked on Twitter? Oh, okay. Nobody's blocked on Twitter. I'm not a really big on a blocking person unless somebody's vulgar. Oh, there was a lot. You know what? And there was a lot of activity that was not in. He was not live during a lot of that really super active stuff, and he was a champ, man. He stood up to it. I don't know how much more we can. Mariner, welcome. I don't know how much more. I mean, this is probably one of the most haunted hotels in California, let alone the most haunted room in the hotel. And he was right there. He was right there. It was like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Herman, thumbs up. Thumbs up. You did it, man. You did it. You did something that a lot of people would not do. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because we got some videos coming out. We got some videos coming out, myself and John, and it was like literally my weekend was Tuesday and Thursday, and it was probably the most intense weekend. Well, I mean, we got some epic videos out there. we went out to ground zero. We started to go, just it's like, okay, let's go out and let's hit some areas in Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest, ground zero for earthquakes. Me and John went out there and we found out a lot of stuff. We got some paranormal stuff, and we got some, we talked to some people out there. And, a lot of people are focused on, oh, okay, Ridgecrest, yeah, it is ground zero. There's been some damage in Ridgecrest, but overall, they fared pretty well. The people we talked to, Benny Loco, welcome. We talked to some people out there, and there's some really awesome people out there that, and like I said, a lot of the news channels, they are not really getting into the people. It's like, oh, okay, well, this is what we got from our news stream. No, screw that. No, we talk to the people. We talk to the people that are affiliated. Well, not affiliated, but they talk to the Bureau of Land Management, and scientists out there. And Ridgecrest has some damage, a lot of road damage, but building-wise, they fared pretty well. Reason, they've got a lot of new buildings up to code, and they're on bedrock. But there's a lot of towns out there that do not have that. I think it's Tehran, starts with a T, and I had it, I can't remember it. They are suffering hard. Misty, welcome. Honeybubs, welcome. They are suffering hard. They have, the city is basically, it's broke. There was so much damage, they don't, they're up more in the hills, they don't have the bedrock to protect them. And they are, there's a lot of homes that are red tagged. They're going to be torn down. Alicia, welcome. Patrick, welcome. They are going to be torn down. Their homes, they lost their homes. Even the ones that are not red tagged to be torn down, the city, they don't have the money to keep up with the infrastructure. No power. There's no water. Their water system was subpar. It's damaged. It's going to cost too much to repair. The septic system, gas, electricity, all that was subpar. And a lot of the homes, they're red tagged. They're going to be homeless. Over half that city of Tehran is going to be gone. It's going to be torn down within the next year because the homes they're condemned. They're older homes. They couldn't withstand Aussie Tiger Rockstar fans. The city, it basically, probably within the next 2 to 3 years, is going to be another ghost town. It's done. City cannot fix the water system. They cannot fix the septic system. Power is gone. There's not really, like I said, there's so many homes that are condemned, red tagged, to be torn down. It's not really worth the public utilities to go back in and repair electricity, repair gas. They're done. It's done. You're looking at a ghost town that is coming about in, 2020. Yeah, it does suck. Absolutely. And there's nothing they can do about it. So you have thousands of people. Where are they going to go? The jobs are gone. All their money was invested in their homes, and it's now worthless. There's not going to be any infrastructure. What are the banks going to do? The banks going to foreclose on the homes? And who's going to buy it from the banks? Ain't nobody going to put that kind of money into some where they have to completely rebuild wells, electricity, gas, water, sewer, all that. Nobody's going to be doing that. And that sucked. We were down there, and we spent most of Wednesday driving that area. Hey, small town. Steve, welcome. Yeah, we spent most of the day, and that's what we did. We got one video that we did. We did some live streams where we were driving around. We saw some damage, to the roads and stuff. But we couldn't get up to where the serious damage was, where the town was just literally a whole town. It's wiped out. It's gone. The few people there, how long are they going to stay? There's no water, there's no sewer, there's nothing. Yeah, it's wasted. If you guys could share this out, I'm going to keep it short. But if you can, keep these people in your prayers, because basically everything they worked for their entire life, homes, and it's gone. It's a property, they invested in, the home they invested in, they try to build. It's done. I don't know what the Fed's going to do. Right now it's the earthquakes have literally ripped them to pieces. So what's the Fed going to do? It's like, okay, we'll help you bail out. Who's going to buy the land? Who's going to spend thousands to rebuild? A house that not only will they have to rebuild the houses, like I said, the whole infrastructure to help to build sewer systems, water systems. They're going to have to get gas, electricity, everything back in there. Who's going to sink the money into that? It's not going to happen. Kelsey's Paranormal, welcome. Yeah, who's going to build all those tags, all those homes that are red tagged? They got to be red tag means tear down, beyond repair. So the bank's going to come in, foreclose, tear the house down, and then hope they can resell the property. Yeah, at a big loss. But yeah. And thank you, Diary. Yeah, because we did, I did cause quite a bit to do this over the last couple of days. We did some other stuff. And like I was saying earlier, Herman the Great stood up to the challenge. He went from hardcore skeptic to, wow, I do believe in paranormal. There was quite a bit that he did see that changed his mind. But I'm not going to tell you what he saw. And I hope Herman doesn't tell you what he saw. You have to watch the video when it comes out. John has some footage. I have some footage. And we got some we put it together. We got some epic footage. There was some big stuff that went down that we got. Yeah, a lot of people, they were even in Ridgecrest. Like I said, they were on bedrock. They did really well, but there was still some buildings that when the 7.1 hit, the roofs were about ready to cave in. And we seen a few homes that looked like they were about ready to fall down. But hey, look on the bright side, guys. We did find one place, and I'll put it in the video. It's 1 acre. Well, it's not abandoned, but it's a vacant building. And like I said, it's 1 acre in the middle of the desert that's earthquake prone for $150,000. All you got to do is fix the building up. Because it is empty. And oh yeah, yeah, hundreds of miles. It's gonna it's easily in the triple digits. Jaybird, welcome. Brown Dwarf, welcome. But we did try to check out a few places that we weren't able to locate. DA1, welcome. How did the hotel room go? I'm just going to say 3 letters. EPIC. Yeah, EPIC. It was awesome. And yeah, that room was, yeah, just that one room was a little over $200 for one night. But it was well worth it. What we got will blow your mind. It blew our minds, and we were there. So, me and John have to get together. We're gonna, because there was just so much. I could catch some, John could catch some, but we could not catch everything, individually. There was just too much going on too fast, and it was literally insane. Yeah, one happy birthday. I don't know, it was your birthday. I'm not sure what day it was. It was basically, I got a phone call Wednesday morning, a little after 8, from John. And he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, nothing much. I'm kind of just waking up. He's like, "Hey, I got a rental car. We're going to go here, or I want to go here, and I'm on my way. I'm going to swing by and get you." And I'm like, "Okay." So that's what my weekend was like. I'm not trying to use this. That was all freaking awkward. So yeah, it was a really, really busy weekend, and it wasn't only on road, it was like off road too. Trying to find some of the stuff. I mean, we got cemeteries, we've got haunted hotels, haunted hotel rooms, ghost towns. I mean, just random places out in the middle of the desert. Looking at earthquake damage, talking to the people. And I got to get hold of one place. I got to do some reviews. It was John's. I think it was John's Pizzeria, something like that, and Ridgecrest. Freaking awesome people, awesome pizza. Oh my God, awesome pizza. Great value. I couldn't even eat the thing. I still got 2/3 sitting in my refrigerator right now. That's gonna be dinner tonight. Yeah, I mean, it's appreciated. It does. It all goes right back into you know, right back into the channel. Better videos, more awesomer places. And thanks for coming by, Jay. Tammy, welcome. Yeah, I'd love to do this every weekend. I mean, get out and get different places. There's more content, different, you know, a little different flavor for you guys. Places where you might not see. You know, I'm probably not going to go to the Queen Mary or anything where there's like, you know, 500 videos, but I'll go to places where there maybe nobody's been before. We can get some, I mean, like I said, the hotel. Herman went in to this explore an investigation as a hardcore skeptic, but what he saw really changed his mind. He come out, it's like, well, I know there's still some people out here that kind of embellish, but what I saw, the paranormal is real. I mean, he had to admit that the paranormal is real with what he saw. And yeah, it was the God, I can't remember it. I'm just so damn tired still. But it's the most haunted hotel in Bakersfield, in the most haunted room, room 711. And we had inside that room that was confirmed from, you know, records where one man had hung himself and a young girl had burned to death. And we made contact with both of them. And I did two short live streams, basically there, just kind of announcing I was going to be there. Herman did one. John did a live stream. Herman did a live stream. I did a very, very short live stream. Most of my footage I'm going to put into video. And yes, both of those people contacted us, and we got some details. And we got some details that was actually more. So we got more names because there was a lot happened in that hotel. Many died in a fire. Some people died in the basement during an earthquake, and this goes back 80 to 100 years. Jen, welcome. Patrick, yeah, there was quite a bit. We did stop at one cemetery out probably about 20 miles outside of Ridgecrest. There were so many towns that we hit, I really can't remember the name. I got it recorded in you know, in notes. I really can't pull it off the top of my head because it was just, we put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles over the last couple of days. And me and John were just like out. It was like insane. It was like, where are we going next? I don't know. Let's try this area. Hey, it's only so far away. Let's go. And we went. And we got some really good EVPs from a cemetery that was, oh God. Like I said, I have to go back and look. I can't even remember all the names of the towns that we hit. It was just so many. It was like, it was in this town, it's not too far from this town, well, let's go check this out, let's go check that out, and that's what we went hundreds of miles. I think when we were almost done, we had like or 800 plus miles today when we hit the last one, which was Silver City Ghost Town, and that was the last one we hit. But I just wanted to get out. It's like, guys, there is some, I mean, the news may say, oh yeah, it's in Ridgecrest, and Ridgecrest is not, not doing too bad. They're not doing too bad. There is damage, not severe damage, but there is entire towns out there basically that are coming to an end because of it. I mean, they're going to be gone there. We could go out there in another 5 years, 10 years, and it's going to be a ghost town. What houses aren't torn down was like, how are you going to have people live when there's no water, there's no septic, no trash, electricity's out. Nobody's going out there. Who's going to stay there even if they got a decent house? And who's going to buy the house? If somebody has a house that doesn't have to be torn down, who in the hell is going to sit there and spend money on a house where there's no, water, sewer, no plumbing, no nothing? It's done. And that's just one town. What's going to happen? I mean, and we haven't even hit anything. I mean, major 7.1. What happens if there's an 8.0? And it starts taking a whole bunch of other towns out. Where are those people going to go? There's already a homeless problem. So these people are like, basically, they're already homeless, and it's not their fault. They did absolutely nothing. They just got a piece of property that happened to turn into a major fault line that ripped their city to pieces. Yeah. And we were out there trying to talk to them, and I mean, actually, how are they going to rebuild? It's not going to be like, oh, we have to rebuild some houses. It's like, we got to rebuild an entire city, an entire town. We have to rebuild everything. Like I was saying, water, you got to get electricity back out there. You got to get new wells. You have to replace all the plumbing, all the lines coming from the all the plumbing lines coming from the wells that they drill. It's all got to be replaced. All your main lines have to be replaced. So it's like, okay, let's we got to tear down half the houses, or 50 or 70% of the houses. So there may only be 300 houses out there. Yeah, let's sink $100 million into plumbing, sewage for, a couple hundred houses. Think the government's really going to do that? They ain't going to do shit. Because we're not talking about a big, rich neighborhood, so. So anyway, I just wanted to come live for a little bit. There's going to be some videos coming up. I got to get the footage up because I've got it on several different, I got some on this camera, I got some on my other this phone. I got some on another phone, and then 2 different cameras. Oh yeah, there's still quakes going. Even when we were out there, we were driving around, but we were having to go off-road. So, at one point, we got a notification for a quake, and I think it was like a 3.5 or 3.6, and it was like 0 miles away from where we were at. So we were basically ground zero, but we couldn't feel it because we were like bouncing all over, off-road in a little Nissan front-wheel drive, 4-cylinder SUV. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like insane out there, but that's what it is out there. What can the government do? What can they do? I mean, this isn't Hollywood, so I know, Patrick, but like I said, it's not Hollywood. It's not a high-dollar neighborhood, so what are they going to really do? What can they really do? Spend $100 million to rebuild a town that is on a fault line that could, you know, it can be ripped to pieces again in another 20 years. I just don't see it. But I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I want to thank you guys for coming in. I got some videos I got to go work on. I just wanted to come in and kind of give everybody an update on it. You know, what we saw. John's got some live video. I got some live video. You can go back and check that out. I got some video that is not live yet because we were not in a good area to go live. You know, so check out my video, John's video. That'll give you a little idea of some, you know, some of the places we're at. But like I say, there were some areas that we didn't have internet to go live, so it will be videos coming out, and they will be coming out as soon as we can get them out. There's just so much. And again, thanks guys for coming in. You have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Sleep well, and keep an eye out for the videos. And until next time, everyone stay safe. And yeah, Diary, thank you. Anything will help. We can get back out, we can do more videos, because it's travel expenses and fuel is not free. Hotel room is not free. Everything we have to pay for out of our own pockets. So thanks guys, and like I said, until next time, everyone stay safe.